Hello, my name is Dan Tudge. I am the project director and executive producer on the Dragon Age franchise. Today in this video, I'm proud to be introducing to you Dragon Age Origins. At BioWare, we often refer to Dragon Age Origins as the spiritual successor to Baldur's Gate. And for us, this is true. It really is a return to our roots. Dragon Age Origins also refers to our unique origin stories, which is a way that allows you to play through the game and really change the way you perceive the world and the way the world perceives you. More on that later in the year. At this point in our story, we've arrived at the ancient ruins of Ostagar, where the armies of Ferelden will make their final stand against the Blight. You are a new Grey Warden recruit, and as a member of this ancient order, you are sworn to protect the people of Ferelden against the Blight, the Archdemon, and the Darkspawn Horde. You're going to meet the King. You are accompanied by Duncan, your friend, mentor, and one of the most revered Grey Wardens.
I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. If my ears serve me, your accent comes from the Western Hills. Am I right? My favourite uncle happens to be the Isle of Redcliffe. It's a countryside I'm most fond of. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true Blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an Archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
As you can see, Dragon Age is a world you'll be dying to explore.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. So some believe, but I disagree. Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling. You must not speak of the king so. He is over-eager, perhaps, but he is also one of the few Grey Warden allies. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
This is your story, and you can see you have a wide variety of dialogue choices.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
As Duncan has advised us, we can use this time to explore the camp. There are people to meet, places to explore, and of course, like every great role-playing game, you can use this time to upgrade your character, find new items, equipment, weapons.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends.
It's BioWare's attention to detail that really pulls the user into a world of life and texture. Take the ravens on this tower, for example. This is the Tower of Ishal, and it's going to play a very important part in our story today. I'm going to show you another example of this attention to detail, one that our writers and designers have put in. This unfortunate soul has gotten himself into a bit of trouble.
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such. Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
Now, I'm not sure about you, but I'm curious to know where he hid the key.
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak. Yeah, well, do you want the key or not? What? But you can't do that! Ah, guard!
What? What in Andraste's name did you do that for? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't give you the right to go and kill anyone you please. Explain yourself. You'll have to explain yourself to someone. Well, no skin off my teeth. When they ask me why he's dead, that's what I'll tell them.
This may catch up with us later in the game.
Off you go. You killed my only prisoner, so I think I'll take a nap.
On the next episode, we will take you to the King's Camp strategy meeting and introduce you to a few more of the great characters in Dragon Age Origins.